What's going on, everybody? It is probably the best Friday to start off 2024 because this guy right next to me just put out his new album today. It's called Into the Neon. 18 great songs are out right now. Randall King joins me again. Randall, what's up?
What's up, my man? Good to be back.
Yes, sir. It is great to have you
New
here. And
music out.
it's,
Good to have new music out.
oh, it sure is. 18 songs. Some of them were already out. Into the Neon is the name of the record. I want to get right into the name of it because a lot of the songs are Tonkin, but this one's a slower paced one. What's the importance behind the title, to Into the Neon, and how you came up with it?
Yeah, that's one I had a title to took to Ben Stennis and Matt Rogers. Uh, Two guys wrote "Till You Can't" for Cody Johnson, and I took the idea to him and was like, "Man, it's like if John Wayne, instead of riding off on the sunset, was riding off in the neon, roaming bar to bar instead of just town to town." And it's an aggressive attitude and mindset of just going in and being a drifter, and that's what I love about the song. It's a 6/8 western, almost like a spaghetti western, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's a great.
Well, the beauty of it too is that you said it's bar to bar, and that's kind of what you do playing music. And speaking of that, you got one of those songs that you wrote on there called "Tonk Till I Die." Uh, if people don't get their feet moving to this one, there's something wrong with them. They don't know how to dance. They don't like it. I don't know what to say. But what is
Oh
that song about for those that don't know? Yeah, I mean, it's just an upbeat boot stomping song.
yeah, man, and that's what it was designed to do. It's a slogan I've had again in my back pocket for a long time. It's like people have said it, that asked me in interviews like, "What are you gonna do? You gonna do this your whole career?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk until I die. Like I'm gonna go out like Haggard and just play songs and play shows till I can't play shows no."
It feels like with this album too, that each project that you release, it just tonks up to another level. You put out Shot Glass, you had a bunch of barn burners on that one, and you did the honky tonk bullshit, and everybody knows that from the live shows when you were handing out those CDs. And then you finally got it for the rest of us on the streaming platforms. And now this. So what is that motto like for you as an artist? Is that like, I know you already described it, but what's it like for you as an artist just making all this faster type music to make people dance? Because I feel like when you go to a live show, that's what people are supposed to do. And I know from my experience, I'll go to shows and people playing slow songs, but then I see you live and it's like everybody's moving.
Yeah, and you gotta have slow songs here and there, but like, man, unless you're playing shows where it's nothing but a dance floor, uh, you got to bring the energy. And for us, the way our set's built, the way we build shows and put people into the shows, it's everyone's it's pit style, man. It's pit style. So everybody's up in the front, and you want them rowdy. You want to be rowdy. You want to stay rowdy. You want to stay energetic. I want to keep your attention. I don't want to ever lose your attention. I don't want to put you to sleep. So you've got to be fast paced, moving, clicking, and you got to have the bar and burners, the beer drinkers, but then you've also got to have them slow, groovy songs that like
It's true.
pull you close. Whether you're two stepping with her, you just get to pull her close, man. It's like you got to give them boys a
Kind
chance.
of like the mirror, mirror, you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
throwing it back a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably the country song you have.
The album out now, all 18 songs, those I've mentioned, those I haven't yet. What's your favorite to play live?
Out of the new songs,
Yes.
oh man. Well, so we haven't got to play all the whole record live yet. We'll I gotta say, out of everything that we've worked up so far, man, I could be that rain is massive. That song is so big. It's huge. I mean, it's. I thought it was going to be harder for me to sing, harder on my vocal cords than it is. Uh, but man, it sits right where it's supposed to, right where it needs to with my voice, and I can just bear into it. And it's a massive song. That song's going to do great.
It sure is. I heard it. I was like, that's a hit. Another one, the one that leads off the album, I was like, damn, he's hitting all these vocals. Is a One Night Dance.
I love that one. I love one night. I'm glad you brought up One Night Dance. That's one of my favorites, man.
I
Uh,
love it.
yeah, man. For the first time, as soon as we wrote it, I was like, man, that's going on there. I don't care. And I had to fight for it. I had to fight for that song and Talk Till I Die. Uh,
You had to fight for that one?
I had to fight for them both, man. Management, producer, Warner. Uh, literally, I was the only person that wanted. I was the only person that wanted TTID, and finally they were like, you know what? If you feel that way, like you gotta do it. You gotta cut it. I was like, I feel that way. Like you ask about a song that is my brand to a T, like it's TTID, and One Night Dance fits right in there with it, man. I
Mm.
love the hook. I love the groove of it. Like that's a two-step smash, boy. If that if you don't get up and ask her to dance on that one, you making a big mistake.
Might as well just walk out and leave.
Yeah, just set your feet down and go home, dog. Go
Mhm.
on.
Now, I haven't been to a show since last February, so I'm going to ask you, or just make the suggestion: is "Tonk Till I Die" already on a T-shirt or going to be on?
Actually, it is. Yeah. So we've been playing that song for about oh man, probably like four to 6 months. We've been playing that song. It's the opening song on our set. We built an entire walk on around it because as soon as I wrote it, I was like, this is my opener.
Mm.
And Baby Do almost didn't make Shot Glass, and I treated it the same way. It became our opening song so that I could show everybody on my team, like, hey, it's a smash. People are gonna love it. And we started doing it, and of course, once they see it live, they're like, okay, yeah, we get it. Because as soon as you kick in that chorus, I'm gonna talk till I die. Like everybody starts bouncing and doing this thing, and it's like, yeah, like it's kick the show off right.
It's crazy. I feel like us fans don't understand like the processes of picking songs with the labels and stuff and what does and what doesn't make the cut. Because, Baby Do, going back to Shot Glass, that's like my favorite song on the album. That's crazy.
Buddy, yeah, I love that song, man, and we still play it. Like we'll still keep that one on the set. Uh, yeah, man. Sometimes not everybody's gonna be in agreement. They're not gonna
Mhm.
hear the same things. So you gotta pick and choose what you're doing. It's kind of like there's a song that I'm on the fence about. Like I gotta either trust my team or what are you doing with it? To just
Mhm.
trust your team and go with it or go with your gut. But it just takes everybody to be on the same page. Sometimes it's hard to get all linked up. You got a bunch of different mentalities from different perspectives. So
That's true, I guess. But to close out this discussion on the new album, I want to go off with the closing song, and that's "I Don't Whiskey Anymore." You wrote that one too. What's that one about for those that don't know? Because I listened to that. I think it's a perfect song to go out, finish the album with, because it's a really powerful one.
yeah, man. So I don't listen anymore comes from mentality for me. Me and Britt, when we first started dating, this is 2021. It's February 2021. We'd known each other for a long time, but I took her to I took her to Kansas City when the Chiefs and Tampa Bay played in the Super Bowl down in Tampa. We went to Kansas City. This PBR bar got a table, and it was bottle service. And me and five, no, me and four of my good buddies, and three girls, Britt, my buddy's wife, and a friend of ours. There's like eight of us total. Me and the other four guys split 3.5 bottles of whiskey. And the girls drank a whole bottle, like the big bottle, not the little bitty baby bottle of grape, like the big bottle. And I got a little out of hand. We got a little rowdy, got wild. Me and Brittany didn't like we kind of broke up essentially, and then got ourselves together. It was a big mess, man. And I figured out that night. I was like, you know what? If I want her to be in a relationship and I want her to be here, I got to put the bottle of whiskey down because whiskey, Randall, is not
Mhm.
good for anybody, including himself. Uh, I I had to grow up, man. If I wanted to be there, I had to put the whiskey down. So I stopped drinking whiskey, and then one night at Copeland Dance Hall, a buddy of mine walked up and he goes, "Hey, let's take a shot of whiskey, man." Slapped me on the back. Let's get a shot of whiskey. And I was like, "Bud, I don't whiskey anymore." Ooh. Put that in my iPhone notes, and I had stayed on my iPhone notes for about 2 years, pretty close to it. And I didn't write it with anybody. And on a rainy day here in Nashville, I pulled up to Gordy Sampson's house and went in, and we sat down. It was raining, it was dreary. I mean, just kind of in the mood for like a slow, groovy song, man, and some kind of somber that just hits you in the gut. And I was like, "Hey, man, I got this." We started the groove, and I was like, "I got this idea. It's called I Don't Whiskey Anymore." And I told him the story, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna write that." And we sat there and just wrote every bit of emotion that we could, writing the song, and it did what it did.
It's a killer song to say the least.
Thank you. That's not, I gotta say, that's probably my favorite on the record.
All right, we got it marked down. And it is a great record. If
Thank you.
if for all those out there listening to this, Into the Neon is already, I know it's January, but I can confidently say when we get to December, this will be at the top. At the top. It is just front to back perfection. Um, when you think Randall can't make music that's any better already, he just tops it. That's how you do it.
That's the goal. If you're going backwards, you ain't going nowhere.
That's right. Randall, thank you so much for joining me. And stream Into the Neon now. 18 songs of greatness. Go follow Randall on Instagram, TikTok, the rest of the social media platforms. And again, Randall, thanks.
Very welcome, my friend. I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime. See you guys next time.